Did it work? Are we back? I can't tell. Can you guys hear me? I had a coffee emergency. It was required that I was late. I haven't been late in ages. I think I've only been late like once ever. Coffee emergency has been solved though. Don't worry. I'm okay. The coffee machine decided to go on the fritz. I set it to preheat like an hour ago. Went down to get myself set up and it decided that it didn't want to work. But we resolved it. Only 3 minutes late. Hello there. Don't mind me now, of course. Late getting coffee means late getting everything else set up. So I have to bear with me just a minute here. Like, I'm closing out software like crazy so that my stream does not lag too badly. Can you guys hear me all right? Oh, we should do a, hold on, I need a proper gun. That's a muzzled one. That's not proper. All right, here we go. This thing's nice and loud. How's the sound check?
If you aren't Brotherhood, you're nothing.
Says to the guy firing lasers off in the air like a crazy.
I don't have time for you right now.
Out of my way, wastelander.
Oh, man, you guys are pricks. All right, I am currently getting my streaming PC set up, so bear with me here. Coffee is worth it, indeed. Oh, who do we got here tonight? Brambleberry, Trey208, Raven Swift, Azjozra. Hello, guys. I know there's more of you, but my CK just popped up in the middle of my screen and blocked chat, and so now I see nothing but Creation Kit windows. And that's okay, because we need those open too. All right, where's chat at? There it is. There it is. Maximum, hello. Wednesdays are my favorite. Survivor and King. Wait, like Survivor, like that television show from the 90s? Is that still going? Omni, Lauren, Sinister, hello. Charles Joseph, hi. Swaps Rocks, how you doing? Louise Zuzu, good morning from Scotland. Fantastic. Run Scotland! Fantastic. Jonathan Ostris, how are you? Thank you for your assistance this evening. Slangel, hello.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! We're going to double down on that, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you, Jason. Better late than not at all. Thanks for the stream. You're going to build an agricultural plot tonight. Oh, that's right, because there's the Plotapalooza going on right now. No, I hadn't thought about that. I've been having so much fun. This has been one of my favorite Let's Plays. The clean and play. Like, being able to go through and polish up all the stuff that we've kind of left sitting for years is very, very therapeutic for a perfectionist coder. Because I don't let myself be a perfectionist generally. It's just like, well, you only have so much time a week to do this stuff. You've got to just release it eventually. And so I eventually do what we're all forced to do when you're coding to release things. You have to cut some corners and put stuff out that maybe you're not as happy with. So being able to go back and clean stuff up feels so good. Scratches an itch. Oscar Survivor is still airing now. They're stuck on Mars. Season 48. That's not. There must have been more than one per year for a while then, right? There's no way they did 48 seasons. Like, I think that show started, I don't know, when I was in high school or something, and I'm not that old. Could never just ship it, right? Yeah, it's definitely a discipline you got to work on. Because yeah, because the urge most of the time when I go back and look at some settlements code is, oh, I should just start all this over again from scratch. I could do so much better now. But the problem is I recognize that I feel that way every year. So, I mean, once in a while I look at some old code and I'm like, that was pretty clever of me. But most of the time I look at it and be like, oh, that was stupid. Why did you do it like that? Oh, I forgot to save after we got the camera. Oh, well. Okay, so we've got 2 Jake things to do. We got to sneak a photo of him and see how New Plots on the Block plays out. New Plots on the Block. And we're still after corn, razor grain. We got sugar bombs. Oh, you know, we could probably score those is at the settlement we're about to go to. We also have a potential recruit wandering around. We got all sorts of stuff to do. What is this one? Okay. I don't even know where to start here. Brahmin feed bags. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to do here, guys. Alright, I think we'll start with, I'm going to not chase the potential recruit because they're going to wander all over. I'm going to just hope we find them. I'm going to instead go to Abernathy and grab these feed bags, shoot up here. Actually, wait a second. Powell family. What's the best order to do this in? Alright, I'm thinking, okay, we'll go north, circle down here, grab the Powell family, and then kind of circle back around like this. We'll do a little loop around the northwest Commonwealth here. So straight north to get the trough, I believe it is. SS3 in the works. There is not. There is not. I hope SS3 is in a more stable game engine. Because the between the power grid crashing and, you know, now we've got the stuttering bug, I could not imagine putting in those tens of thousands of hours again into Fallout 4. So we'll settle with wrapping this puppy up. Oh, that's right. I was like, didn't the UFO already fall? But no, I forgot to save. Not gonna lie, I looked at some of the code I wrote for previous modders and I was embarrassed of myself. I mean, if you weren't embarrassed, you wouldn't be growing as a coder, right? It would mean you'd stagnated if you thought your stuff was all hot shit, so. Yeah, distract them, Brotherhood. Oh, that's dog meat. Sorry, buddy. Oh, kill that thing. Just see the paladin just leap down. Fantastic. You know what? One of the things that happened a couple weeks ago that I want to do when we get to Chapter 3, and I think this was on our list to do anyway, so I'm sure if I had a conversation with Sarik, he would be like, yeah, you told me you would do that. When we had the gunners attack us when we were going over by Claudia, I really want to get those, like, set up all over the place during Chapter 3. I think that'll feel really awesome. Since, you know, how the Brotherhood kind of takes over there, it'll be fun if the gunners do something similar. Just really make them feel like a threat, because I've seen a lot of people do playthroughs of Chapter 3 and they just wreck them all real fast, like they run through and clean up all the settlements, and then you have people like Lamont talking about how they're winning the war, and it's like, no, you're not. You're getting wrecked. So having random encounters and stuff would feel nice. Favorite minigame in Fallout 4, how do I navigate the most efficient route? That's how I feel about Skyrim a lot when trying to navigate the mountains. It's like, how can I get to my destination as quickly as possible, and I don't want to walk around this mountain. Spartan kind of just wondering, have you and Bethesda talked anymore about fixing this mod where we can play it on Xbox yet? I mean, I've brought it up to them, that the people that I have contact with, that like, hey, you know that you have broken... The thing is they will not, you know, I can't say to them, you have broken since settlements, right? Because I've patched it since they did. So they will say, well, you probably broke it, but... I can say, are you aware of the texture face bug that everybody's complaining about? Because it's a real thing. There's lots of evidence of it. That's the best I've been able to do. Because that they kind of have to acknowledge. And I have shown them the fix that Perchik put out. So I know there are some people there who are aware of the problem and potential solution. So. SS3 and Starfield, I mean, I don't know that that's terribly more stable. It has its own issues. Like, yeah, it actually is. I mean, it crashes less for sure, and it has a lot more power, but it has a lot of its own quirks that are slowing us down. There are some certain things that we just can't do in that engine that we need for something like some settlements. So no, I don't think it'll live in Starfield either. What's going on with this guy? Sounds pretty bugged out. Alright, well, we didn't come here for him anyway. I thought we already did this encounter, so maybe it's probably just reset. We probably reset it, to be honest. To be
Yes.
There's something I'll probably never use, but I will take all these circuit boards. Alright, and then this guy... Oh, the breeder letter. I was like, what is... The food trough is clear. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to shoot down over to... Yeah, we'll go to Brannigan last. Let's go to Abernathy and we'll grab these feed bags. Alucard. I feel like I want to say Teeps, but that also doesn't sound right. Is it Tapes? Anyway, Alucard. Always good to join your streams. Hope your day's going well. It is going well now. I saved my coffee machine. I was very, very worried there. It's a core part of the streaming experience. If I don't have coffee, you guys would not enjoy my company. Sim solar system for Starfield.
We're in some real trouble here. I hope you can help.
Sure.
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Here, I'll give you a gun. No. I thought we were going to get a quest there. Oh, hello. It's so interesting having all these add-on packs installed. I'm seeing so many building plans I don't recognize. Because I'm like way behind on the scene. But yeah, I don't think we're quite ready for a sim solar system. I think there's some pretty core things missing from Starfield to do a sim settlements type of thing. Like, for example, you don't have settlers. That's a big, important start. I mean, I would accept them one for one, just putting the Fallout 4 system into the outposts. That would go a long way for me. Take him out, doggo. There you go. Oh, cold watch, I mean. Don't mind me. We're not helping Starfield. We got some really cool stuff in the works. We're just going down. We're chasing other things. Some stuff that's you know, same our style still, systems and story, but we're trying to lean into some of Starfield's strengths. There we go. Uh-oh, I hear our problematic radios. Okay, I think we got it quick enough. It's so eerily quiet now.
Perfect.
Jet, almost missed it there. Probably just cannon that by building your output some kind of beacon check sellers on its own. The problem with they engine-sided all of the workshop scripts, so there's almost nothing we can do. It is we would have to reinvent the whole thing from scratch. Basically, we'd have to basically bring our own workshop script and somehow make it play nice with the outpost, with the engine side out. What do you call it? Outpost system. So it's just be a heck of a lot more work. And then, of course, we'd have to build a new HUD for it, which I found out today after a very long talk with somebody that the HUD is way different on the back end than it was for Fallout, like at least for some of the things that I knew how to do, like just are obsolete now. So bringing settlements over to Starfield would be a just absurd project. At least in the way that we want them. Challenge me to play without jet. Why would I do that? Why? I mean, I might as well play without guns. I agree. I also love the Idiot Savant proc. It makes me giggle. And it feels really nice to get the massive XP buffs. I love the power leveling. In fact, I think we forgot to level up. What do we got here? Okay, what was the one we... Oh yeah, I think we determined that as much as I would like to get Chemist, it will counter my Idiot Savant plans, so I need to find a different plan. But I believe you guys also told me another route I could do was Armorer, right? Wasn't it Armorer that I can craft something that will help with my chems, or do I need Armorer and Chemist to do it? I can't remember how that conversation went down. But I vaguely remember being that there was a path to me getting more jet. That's what I remember. I guess in the meantime, strong back is always a solid choice. Hey, Daisy Jess. Torberg low too, but I've always fun using a mod that replaces it with Beavis and Butthead snickering. I've thought about replacing it with the
Hello.
no, not that one.
To you.
Where's my Ron sound? Oh, I don't have that one on this board yet. This one. That feels like that would be an appropriate Idiot Savant trigger as well. Corey Heim, good evening to you as well. Oh, I think the request that I've gotten every time I mention the Powells, and maybe this will be our first time to jump to Dev Machine, is to finally put a map marker at this cave. Would that be helpful, everybody? Should we do that? Uh-oh. Korihime. Ah, okay. Well, don't mind me. It will not be the last butchering I have of a username. Okay, well, in the name of this being our clean up and make this mod better, let's just do it right now. So let's pause and set up our dev machine here. Give me a second. I was only partially prepared for this. All right, so that's going to actually be in chapter 1. Let me see. Hold on, I got to close out a bunch of stuff first, or my system is not going to be able to hang with you guys. All right, I think that should do... Oh, nope, nope. Got to close out a few things that are top secret. Okay, now we're ready. All right, dev machine, where it goes eerily quiet for a moment. All right, so now we need to go to... I actually don't remember what this... The cell might be at Wilderness, to be honest with you. So we're going to go to the Powell quest, because I usually have everybody aliased here. Oh, it's done to unique actor. Bummer. Okay. Hold on, let me check on the... What is the nearest location we are to here? Wicked Shipping Fleet. Okay, so we can go to there and just slowly let the CK load us over to that cell. All right, Commonwealth. This is just a question. Remember the issue with missing meshes at HQ, specifically the animated globe? So I think static meshes are okay. It's animated meshes. Anyway, tried everything. I'm not worried. Or not working, so even. It looks so it doesn't interfere. It looks so it doesn't interfere with anything else. Gotcha. Yeah, I was just in my HQ on my old save in the last couple of days, and my globe was working, so I don't know why it's not showing up for you. I don't know what I would have done to break it, so I'm hoping that it is a mod conflict you ran into, so that we should figure out which one it is and we can get it fixed. Can you make the map marker be the words totally not a cave? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have to give it a name on it. Well, I think it has a name already. I think we gave their location a name. It's like Fungal Farm or something. So we will just match that. In fact, I usually just let the map markers match. There's a flag you can set that makes them match the location name. What we're gonna have to do is choose the icon, which will be interesting to see what are our options. Because I don't tend to put a lot of map markers in. Because we tend to hijack vanilla locations, so this is just not necessary. All right, here is our cave. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a map marker. So for that, we need to go to map marker, which is a static. And we're going to go ahead and drop this guy in right here. And we will give ourselves an X marker heading facing the cave. So this is kind of where, if the player uses the map marker, this is where we want them to spawn. Kind of right here, I guess. And then I believe you just link it to it. I can't remember which direction, if it's this way to that, if it's map marker to this, or this to map marker. I'm pretty sure it's map marker to this. Does anybody know offhand? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's just that, but it might be the other direction. Okay, and then we need to set this up as, let's see, marker data, use location name, type cave. Hey, look, it guessed it for us. But what we're actually going to do, we don't want to use Commonwealth here. Yeah, we're going to have to look up the location because it's outside like this. All right, hold on a second. So let's go to our location. I don't remember what we called this. Oh, there's not that many to choose from. Looks like Fungus Farm. Okay. Fungus Farm entrance. All right, so we don't want to have it visible and travel to immediately. We just want to leave it like this. Oops, I just put that in the totally wrong spot, but that's fine. Map marker. We'll update our reference and go ahead and set this. All right, so now that should be all we have to do. The only thing I'm not positive on is the linking. I don't remember how you have to link that or if there's a keyword. Actually, let's check if there's a keyword on it. I can check with, I think it would be fast travel. If there was one. I'm pretty sure it's not a keyword though. Yeah, no, there's none there. So it's just one. I've got it. It's either that way or the other way around. You link one to the other, and that's all that's required. We can also set up another thing. It has been a while since I've done this. I don't do a lot of map markers. You're also supposed to be able to set the radius with which it triggers somewhere. That might actually be like one of those things. Oh yeah, there it is. So you can see like there's the circle right here. I believe. I can't remember if you scale it or if you use 2 maybe. No, it's not 2. Is it scaling it? No, there is a way to control this little ring, but I do not remember how to do it for the life of me. I'm gonna have to go look some of this stuff up. But for now, we'll just see if this works. So let me go back in game with my other thing real quick, and I'm going to make a save. We'll see if it's how good the game is at hot loading things. All right, so let's save this. I will drop it on my other PC. Where's it at? Here. And then bring you guys back over there. Now this will not go into this Friday's patch because I've already got that one locked. It's already in testing. I don't want to risk poking that bear anymore. But the one after, the March patch. Which the March patch I think is going to have to be pretty early because in March I usually take my kids to see all their grandparents who live down south. So we will. So I will not be around for much. There'll probably be very few streams in March. All right, let's see here. Where's Fallout 4? Here it is. Fallout 4. data, paste in this file, run extender. Oh, I gotta put you guys back on standby for a second while I do it. Wait for the music to pass. Also, the sound broke again. There we go. I got it right. Map marker to X heading. Nice. Nice. That felt correct to me because I'm fairly certain I have some code somewhere running where I fetch map markers and then I do a get linked ref to see if there's an X marker heading for our troop code, but I'm far removed from it now. All right, let's see if this pops up. Hey, look at that. Okay, so then we'll test. We're going to back up. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Okay, and then we will go to there. Ta-da! And it drops us in. All right, where I put that little X marker heading. Of course, now I got to remember to clean up the location data, because every time you do something like that, even something simple like adding a map marker will break pre-combines and all sorts of silly nonsense.
Hold it right there, stranger.
There's a tab on the extra tab under
the
label
blade gun
radius.
routine, but I'm
Got
not
it. Okay.
expecting a caravan today.
Yeah, Phil, weren't you one of the people reminding
tell
me
me
to
what
do
you're
that
doing
every episode? Yeah, I did it finally.
Don't you want my help?
Oh, help! I see. Is this the part where you helpfully donate some bullets? Maybe relieve me of the burden of wealth, as if I didn't have enough. Wait, you actually sound like you mean that. Oh, I'll be. Did the Ron actually send you?
I dropped to this since I was a child. Oh, fantastic. You know what's funny is because I've been mucking around in Starfield for so much, it is the age of Fallout 4 is becoming more and more apparent to me. Like with what the character models look like, and I just when it first came out, and for the longest time, this was like the only game I played for years. I would once in a while creep over to some other game, I just ignored it. But it's getting harder and harder to ignore that this game is starting to show its wear.
That's right.
Great. And here I thought you were another problem walking in, but turns out you're here to help. I have to admit I'm a bit embarrassed about the gun now. I'll just
Jennifer says the same actor that does Mansfield. It is not.
Before it gets more awkward. My wife's better at making guesses.
I'm trying to remember if the voice actor did Alex, did anybody else. So we actually, if you go to wiki.simsettlements2.com, if you scroll all the way down on the left side of our what do you call the left side? The navigation on the left. There should be a credit section, so you should be able to find him and see. We tend to list all the voice actors on there with all the characters that they've done.
Plus, the mistress came up with the plan, and she told Man-to-Man exactly what he needed to do.
Super secret submarines, a cruise ship, and the mistress of mysteries. Now I know why you like this one so much.
And there are the two lovely ladies of our humble manor. Jules, Katie, I have good news for a change. Looks like we have a place to relocate after all.
Oh, thank God. I mean, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable. Can I offer you something to drink? Not sure if you'll like what's on offer, though. I've got fermented brain fungus beer, or glowing mushroom tea with an extra kick to it. Though, I guess it's kind of an acquired taste. Are you even thirsty? I probably should have checked first.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Probably for the best. It's still experimental. Brain fungus is either chewy like rubber or hard as a brick. The sweet spot between those is tricky. I suppose I should keep the glowing mushrooms for Radaway. If we're moving out this soon, we'll need it for the trip.
All right, that concludes the introductions, the tour, and the formal welcome dinner. Short and sweet. Not much to look at, I know, but she's been home to us for a long time. I guess now that you're here, we'll be moving on soon. We started preparing weeks ago when we realized that the last crop wasn't gonna get us through the next season. Still a couple things left to pack, though. If you're feeling impatient, ask Jules. She'll know what still needs to be done. You need anything from me?
You ready to head out?
Mentally, no, but sentiment doesn't make the crop come in any better. Trust me, I've tried that and about a million other things. If you're itching for something to do to speed things up, ask Jules. She can get particular about the order things get packed in.
Okay. So I was trying to think of who else Mansfield's voice actor did voice, and he does. So one of the other quests that you get at the same time as this one, so you get handed 2 quests from the Ron. Mansfield's voice actor does voice a character in the what is it? What is the name of it? What is their quest called? What is the quest with Anton and Andra? What is that quest called? Anyway, he voices Nox. It's the same voice actor.
Jokes aside, you never know who's knocking.
Hi there.
I'm Katie. Mom says we're going to come live in your settlement. I hope it's not in a cave. Dad says it's safer, but Mom kind of hates it. They both really want to leave soon.
Gray matters, thank you.
Won't hurt them, right?
Nice to meet you.
You too. So, are we leaving right away? You sure you don't want to rest or something? Dad says there are 2 types of people, intruders and guests. And if you're in here, you're a guest. But Mom says guest is someone who eats our food, drinks our water, takes our supplies, and then tells the raiders where we are.
Thanks, Katie.
I know our place doesn't look like much.
This quest, as I'm sure I've told the story before, but this quest is it's a miracle it made it in, because it went through 3 different writers. It has been rewritten backward and forward. I'm sure there are elements from every writer that made it in. But yeah, I'm glad it did, because I think it came out really well.
2 ounces next time. Maybe it'll get rid of the stink. Oh, hello.
Excuse me.
We're all eager to get going. We've got most of our things packed up besides what had to wait until the last minute. But the biggest problem right now is that our Brahmin, Nessie, got out of her pen last night and wandered off. Any chance you could lend a hand and go search for her while we wrap up here? We should be ready to go once you're back.
All right. I'll do it.
Great. Brahmin are creatures of habit. She probably wandered to her favorite pastures by Sunshine Tidings. You could check there first. Maybe look around for a bit. I doubt she went far. And watch out for blood bugs. Season's coming in early with the rains. I sprayed Nessie with repellent 2 days ago, but it wears off eventually. It's why I'm so worried about her.
Okay, let's go search for Nessie. Now, has any of you ever gone to Sunshine Tidings to try and find Nessie? Is that a child actor for Katie? No, I think it was just... It definitely was not Machine. We don't do that. There was a... I think it was just a voice actor who was just good at imitating a kid. I think that's most of them. The only kid we actually used a real kid for was Jake's kid, because we wanted to make sure it felt super sincere and authentic. And like, you know, Katie and I'm trying to remember who else. There's a handful. There's like 4 or 5 kids in the mod, and they're all voiced by adults. The funniest one is God, my head is... It's because I didn't get enough coffee today, apparently. My head's all fuzzy on names. Shandy is voiced by the same person who voiced Judge Bishop. So just that lady's range is crazy. Quest rank is on par with Fallout New Vegas. Oh wow! Well, I will tell the author you said that. They will be very flattered. Could you do reskin to make synth armor look good? That's not in my wheelhouse. I am not a reskin artist at all.
Wait up! Nessie isn't at Sunshine Tidings.
Do you know where she's gone?
Yeah, and it won't be in the pasture. Franklin the Martian took her. He's an alien, so he likes studying Earth things, like giddy-up buttercup toys, comic books, and Brahmin. I'm sure he didn't hurt her, so you'll just have to go and ask him to give her back, and he will.
Who is this guy?
Franklin. He's from Mars. Has a spacesuit and a ray gun, but the gun is just for bad people. Raiders don't like aliens any more than Earthlings, so he needs the gun, but he doesn't use it on friends, I swear. And definitely not on Brahmin. If he knew we'd need Nessie today, he wouldn't have took her.
Sure. Okay.
I know how it sounds, really. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't have to. You know, to keep him safe. But I don't want to leave without Nessie. Will you go? I wrote you a note to give to him, so he'll know you're a friend and that I sent you.
No problem. I'll bring her back.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd believe me. I'd go and get her myself, but you heard my dad. Take this note and he'll know I sent you. Franklin lives under the old ranger shack. Nessie is super safe with him, but Mom and Dad really want to leave soon, so we need her back. It's not far. I can show you where on your map, and you don't have to be scared of him. He's a very nice alien. And remember, no need to hurt him. He's nice.
Okay, let's find Franklin the Martian. Yeah, we did plant a red herring corpse for Nessie and Sunshine Tidings. If you go over there, it's like up on the hill, I believe. Actually, aren't we right around the corner from Sunshine? Isn't that it right there? Yeah, I think it's like right behind those three, or four, whatever those are. Those big tanks are. I think it's like right up on that hill behind those. Alright, I don't know why I keep using this thing. We should, minimal combat this episode. Feels all weird and quiet. It's behind the red silos, okay. No. Nobody likes you, Bloodbug. So I told you guys I've recently started playing Magic, the card game, with my kid. And, of course, there's Fallout decks, so I picked those up. So now, you know, whenever I am playing Fallout, I have to turn it off when he comes, because I'm not quite ready for him to experience all this stuff. He's 7. I'll keep him innocent for a little longer. But he keeps asking me questions about all of the Fallout Magic cards. Just describe things like, what are the Brotherhood of Steel? And so try and find ways to like explain all this stuff to a 7-year-old is very interesting. And it's fun to be able to talk with my kid about something that I've been obsessed with since before he was born. Oh god. Oh, it's a super mutant. I was like, is one of these... Are there explosive deer I didn't know about? It was not an explosive red stag, so... Thought you had that, dog meat. Take it out. Okay, I think we're in the clear now. Nope, I saw another red marker. All that talk of combat. No combat. Spoke too soon. Oh, we're just going hunting for some free XP. And now let's duck out of the rad storm. Wait till your kids get into Yu-Gi-Oh! That game is a hot mess. I mean, what age do kids play that at? That was so. Both of my kids did the same. They started at 5 with Pokemon, and then my youngest one just got into that like a month ago, and my older one's now into Magic. Which I was not expecting at 7. I don't think well, I think the game didn't even come out until I was probably 10 or 11. But it seems really advanced for a 7-year-old. But he seems to get it. The anime was pretty dark. Oh, I didn't even know it was an anime. I just thought it was a card game. I am totally out of the loop with anime and stuff. There's a hand. I've liked. People have got me to watch like some of the like big popular ones. Like I've seen Death Note, Bleach. What else have people got me to watch? I can't remember the name of it, but it had giant monsters and people flying around on ropes with swords. And I usually watch like 2 or 3 seasons of them, and then I'm like, all right, that's enough. I get the gist. Because they always seem to get really weird, and I don't know if that's just kind of a cultural thing where the stuff everything seems to get into spirits. It seems to be. I don't know what's going on there, but they tend to always lose me after a few seasons. Attack on Titan, yeah, that's it. Cowboy Bebop, yep, I've seen that one. And I've seen the movie Akira. But like, I mean, you're probably talking like less. I probably seen like less than 10 anime things.
I am bound by honor to give you one warning before I take you to the Galactic Court by force. If you resist, I will be forced to use lethal force.
Who are you supposed to be?
I see your underdeveloped cranium is having trouble beholding the sight in front of it. I am proud citizen and soldier of Mars, and my name, translated to your primitive language, is Franklin.
Easy. I just want to talk.
Ah, invoking the interstellar right of ambassadorship. Very well. You may make your case for your presence. Be warned. Transgressing against the sacred ceasefire will trigger the electro-neuromagnetic traps that will boil the brain of any human in the room.
I love the Rob option. That's so random, but it's so funny.
I have something for you.
What's this? You have an offering for me? Usually humans bring me items for study, not scribblings. Wait. Katie? She's leaving? But I mean, I see the chief ambassador has... forget it. No point in keeping up the act now, I guess.
I'm so impressed by our voice actors who do ghouls and then also throw on secondary voices. Franklin and Carne Assad are just crazy good.
That's why she sent you, for Nessie.
That's right.
The smelly thing is all yours. Good thing you came. I don't know how much longer I could stand around smelling her fertilizer. And, sorry for the act earlier. I've gotten kinda used to it, but I guess it won't be the same without Katie around. Doesn't like me very much after some of the experiments Katie thought would be fun to play at, but she should follow you back to the farm without a fuss. I'll miss Katie. Take care of her and her family, will ya?
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
For real? I didn't expect you to say that. But a permanent place sounds amazing. Yeah, I can see it now. Franklin's Fine Martian Wares, or Franklin's Emporium of Galactic... No, too long. You've got yourself a deal, human.
Okay, so something Franklin just said is reminding me. I gotta find. Hold on, I gotta find this. So before I did some settlements, I had this idea for a mod, and it is what. And I think it even. This was before I even started doing salvage beacons. Salvage beacons was going to be a part of this. I had this idea for a mod, and it is why I have the Sturgis concept art as my avatar online. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I gotta look at my Google Drive. And it was gonna be, it was, I think it's, the initials were, it was Cimofab. Here it is, Cimofab. Let me find it. I'm gonna read this to you guys. Okay, so the idea originally was, do you guys remember in SS1, those of you guys who've been playing for a long time, when I started introducing new characters to SS1 that would show up on the plots, and there was a character that was a riff on Q from James Bond, played by I got his face in my head, Monty Python guy. You guys are gonna hit this. I'm so bad with names tonight. You guys, somebody will know who I'm talking about and get me covered in there. But anyway, that there was going to be this quest that was going to unlock from a character named Q, Cleese, John Cleese, thank you, based on John Cleese, who was going to confide in the player that he believed Sturgis was an Institute spy. And then I have all these like gadgets and such, and I don't even remember what Cimofab stood for. It's Sturgis's something Emporium. And that is what his Emporium just reminded me. But it was going to be like salvage beacons. Let me see. I'm trying to find all the list of things. Salvage beacons was one. Auto-hacking pick-boy upgrades. Tranquilizer gun and means of transporting wildlife. Architecture scanner to scan statics and enable them as workshop build items. Yeah, there was just like this massive stuff. And a lot of these ideas ended up getting hijacked for things like salvage beacons and... some settlements, but that was the first thing that I started working on. Was I was going to try and make this big epic mod, and then scoped myself way back when I realized that was not a one-man job, and then scoped up again once some settlements was popular. All right, and now we get to take advantage of our nice new map marker. Jenny, just letting you know, the no room option thing is happening HQ again, I guess, on the newest version. I mean, the no room option can happen just because of the way the system works. It is I won't say it's an unfixable bug. It is a probably won't be fixed bug because it will require me rewriting the entire HQ system, and the HQ system took 2 years to write. So it is just a little quirk that will come up occasionally that I don't have the means to fix because we just lack the good scripting resources. The best thing I can recommend for that is to try and build the room you're trying to build, go build it at the actual room you want to build it at, like from the little room control option. Hey, Nessie teleported before us.
Franklin!
Hi, Katie. Hello. Katie's parents.
You're Franklin? From Mars? I guess I can see it with the suit and the eyes and the gun.
Yeah, it's not really true. I'm a ghoul and not an alien, as you can see. I'm sorry for lying, Katie.
It's alright. I already knew that. I'm not dumb, you know. I've seen nice schools before, but it was so much fun to play, wasn't it?
You're a smart kid, Katie. I guess I needed to believe I was Franklin from Mars more than you did.
This is all very nice, but what about our Nessie?
She's back in her pen, safe and sound. And I'm sorry for taking her in the first place. I was going to...
Franklin, don't say that. Mom, Dad, I was the one that took Nessie out of her pen. I tried to go and get her back, but you wouldn't let me go.
And you should have told us that right away. What were you thinking? I was worried sick about her. Mr. Franklin, thank you for keeping Nessie safe and bringing her back. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about you playing aliens with my daughter.
She is a very special cow. In fact, if you figure out how to make her milk glow, maybe we could team up. Things that glow sell faster.
Glowing Brahmin milk? Improbable, but I doubt anyone's tried before. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad she was abducted by an alien instead of wandering off by herself. And Franklin is... interesting. I always knew Katie was too smart to get that carried away with make-believe, but I wasn't expecting this. He's definitely onto something with his branding, though. I've seen caravans cash out for less. I'll definitely talk more with him on the road. Speaking of, we're all packed up and ready. Are you all set?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
So where are we heading?
All right. You know what? Let's go send them over to Sunshine. There you go, guys. JNA Can won't let me use while HQ's in tutorial mode, trying to build oh, I've never seen that happen with Mansfield's office, because those are handled a little bit differently than the rest of it.
I can't believe you convinced him to come with us. You're amazing, you know.
Do you have a refresh option on the room?
Much fun. Once I'm not grounded anymore anyway. True superheroes never ask for a reward, but they always deserve it. I went and grabbed all this stuff from my secret hiding spot for you. Here.
The Powell's Refuge. Cool. Okay.
Generators on the
This quest feels pretty good. I think the only thing we really needed was the map marker. So I think we're good to go there. Yeah, I'm not sure about what's going on for you in HQ, but I know that when we get to Chapter 2 on this playthrough, I'm sure that's going to be where I spend a lot of time tinkering. But I have not touched the HQ code in quite a while, so there shouldn't be any new bugs in it. It would just be... oh, I did make a small change to HQ, actually, for this next patch. I made it so it cycles through the different departments and tries to do projects in all of them, so that way you're more likely to see multi-department projects from like science and stuff actually finish, even with automation and task mode on. So that but that shouldn't cause the no room option. The no room option is one of those mysterious ones that every time I try and research it, it either doesn't manifest or it doesn't make any sense. It's a lot like, for those who've been watching this series the whole time, like the bug we had with the Lily objective, where I walked us through the code and we can see that the code ran, yet it didn't set the objective anyway. Like that is... So it seems like sometimes Fallout 4 just says no when you tell it to do something. It just makes it very difficult to do things and have nice stuff. I really want that settler that the Ron told us about, but I feel like we're going to just keep crossing each other. We need to run to him. I find if you ever get one of those where you have a potential recruit and they're not standing still, don't try and fast travel to them. You'll never find them. You'll just keep passing them. You got to just run to them. Because we have them set up on AI packages where they wander between 2 or 3 settlements. What's in here? Did we already loot this place? I don't see any jets, so I guess there was nothing to loot. The old Abernethy mega city over here. Nobody's messing with them anytime soon. Oh, you know what? I should get the game hour a little later. Let's do pastime 8. See if that sets it to morning or if that's going to be... Hey, look at that. Early in the morning. Wait a second. Is that our guy? No, that's Brannigan. I was like, is our guy moving toward us? Hey, any more? I'm doing well. How are you? What was that event you were just at? I mean, we just did the Powell family quest. Dog meat. Lots of scrimmage just failed without dropping any flags. Yeah, it's very irritating. Very irritating. Yeah, not only can scripts fail to fire, script data can just be eaten from save files. It's a very unstable platform for us to have built a big mega strategy game on, which is part of why we have the cheat holotape built in. And after we're done, one of the things we'll be doing after I finish this playthrough is going through and redoing all the cheats, because I know a lot of them are a little bit wonky, where like if you try and skip from one quest to another at certain points, it just won't work correctly. I could probably actually go through and like double check each of the cheats as we go, but that's going to slow me down too much, so. Alright, let's see. Oh, I forgot to get him his food still. Oh well, we'll clear this objective. Still got to get some corn and whatnot.
Oh, hey there. How are you doing? Hey there. You got what I asked you to get? Or did you just want to talk?
Here you go.
Oh boy. I'll send some of these boys over to pick it up later. Thank you for that one.
Okay, what else we got for him? I think we got the feed bags.
Excuse me.
Hey there. You got what I asked you to...
Here you go.
Secure, huh? Well, the bag's a bit banged up, but I'm sure it won't be a problem. Might have to get a Geiger counter on this, though, just to be safe.
Okay, and now we just need to get corn and razor grain, I think. So let's keep our march going. Let's head over to Starlight and see if any of our farmers have made either of those things by luck. And then we can talk to Jake and get some new plots on the block going. Have you tried, Jenny, have you tried using the quest skip holotape, the thing I was just talking about, to see if you could just skip past the tutorial?
Hey, I just...
No, thank you. We're good. Let's see, we got potatoes, Brahmin, and what do we got here? Brain fungus, bloodleaf. Okay, none of that's helpful. Guys, we need you to grow some razor grain. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Okay, well we can give them. Well, they've got 18 food, but do need some more jobs here. Hello, Brotherhood. Looks like we need some more houses too. So we can keep building our ever-growing giant screen of homes here. Let's see what our wood situation's like, though. Okay, hold on. There's something I can... Here we go. Surface snap. Let's see if this will let it. Come on, click, damn it. Alright, I guess we gotta do this the hard way. Hey, that one worked at least. Don't mind their smokestack going into your house. It'll be fine, people. It's fine. That's what's supporting your floor. Whoa, what is this thing? VFX foundations. Holy cow, those are huge. Oh, there's... Jake's trying to reach me. Just running back and forth on top of the screen. That's all good. We'll come down in a minute. We gotta get these folks some homes. Uh-oh. Gonna be short on wood here. Again, with the snapping. Alright, is there any more wood here, or did we already strip mine this place? I feel like we already went through this and stole all the wood. Oh. Picnic tables hide some. And one more up here. Alright, and yeah, we'll let you guys figure out how to get down on your own. Alright, so that's 2 more beds, means we're also going to need 2 more jobs. Alright, somehow these guys have their defense needs all met, although I'm sure as soon as I build something else, they're going to not anymore, so we'll go ahead and build them. 1 more makeshift defense plot here. And right over here's a nice opening we can do it in. And I guess once we need a farm, we'll go ahead and do that too. Continuing our little watering hole circle.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good.
That's a good point. You do need water. Oh, well, I guess Jake's about to teach us how to make municipal, so aren't you guys lucky?
Hi.
Hey there. Good to see you made it. I invited old Paul here to check out the new plots. After all, who better to tell us what they think about them than someone who'd be using them?
I'm excited to see what you got. Folks have already built a lot using the ASAMs. More options can only be good, right?
That's right.
Then let's stop the jibber-jabber and get to it.
All right, you know the drill by now. Pick a plot to test and put down a sensor.
Okay. Well, everybody needs water, so... Oh, wait, that's municipal's last, isn't it? We gotta do one of the other 3. Alright, then we'll start with... Oh, I guess we could have done a proper marshal instead of doing the little makeshift one we just did. Alright, let's go ahead and stick some... Wait, can we stick one in here? No, there's no way one's gonna fit in there. I guess we could probably squeeze one down here. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, well, I gotta remember using the controller. This is always exciting to do. Oh, I should probably turn... Oh, no, I guess I don't want server snap on while I'm trying to do something janky like this. Alright, let's do... down to the floor a little bit. Like that. And then we can... Let's see how Jake handles this one. We're just asking for trouble here. Here, Jake, we gave you a hard mode tutorial. Go for it. Oh, wait, it said 2x2, didn't it? That's not going to work. Got too excited. Alright, 2x2 it is. Alright, back over here. Just hear them teleporting behind me. Alright, there you guys go. Alright, go ahead and build that into some rocks. Franklin's Martian memorabilia. Right. Oh yeah, we gotta get over to... Ooh, I like this one. Carla's junk collection. The Winking Mole Rat. Oh wow, we unlocked a lot.
put my finger on it, but there's something about you.
Nice choice. Let's get up some defenses.
Time to unlock all the things. Oh, and this is my first playthrough since we rebalanced the the training plots a bit so that they're easier to use early game.
I'm sure you'll appreciate this, Paul. Raiders will have a hard time taking on someone with enough of these.
Oh, and why is that?
This plot will allow folks to set up proper defenses within the settlement. No more jury-rigged turrets and spotlights. Now we can have real...
That's right, Mount Hunter. Yeah, I gotta do the trick with the line of
It'll take
floor pieces on the front. That's good call.
It'll be well worth the effort.
So, no more raider attacks?
Well, let's not give it too much credit. I'm sure some will still be dumb enough to try. But you should see a lot less attacks with a few of these.
Will Carla interact with the Carla plot? That's a good question. I think that a lot of those unlocks, I don't know who they're coming from. I recognize some of them from Wasteland Venturers, but others here will probably know better than I do.
All done.
What is Jake wearing over the blue shirt? It's like a vest, like a leather vest, and a piece of rope.
I'd like to trade some items.
Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. In fact, that's been on my bug list forever, trying to block that. No idea how. Like, I'm not even going to try again. We're not going to, even though I know this is the cleanup stream, we're not going to try figuring out how to prevent Jake from being traded with, because it seems impossible. Alright, we've got Marshall. We need to do recreational and commercial. Alright, recreational. Go ahead and cover up this. We'll just bury this little skeleton. Nobody needs to know about that guy. That's very unhappy business. Jake, over here. Here comes old Paul. Apparently, oh, I showed the skeleton again. We're getting a bicycle, apparently. That's pretty neat looking. I like the little shotgun stuck in the bag. Jake is anxious to start building. What you doing, bud? Trying to figure out what's going on here. And script's backed up. Here, sometimes you just need to give the plot a little kick. Could also be that somebody else got assigned to it. Cancel, and we just go ahead and assign Jake to it and see if that gets things unstuck. Oh, no, I want to grab Jake. Oh, I can't. I can't control him. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna just go ahead and give it a little scrap and build another one. See what happens. There it goes. I wonder if I built it because the objective hadn't popped up yet. Got it stuck. Oh, hey, get out of here. Hey, can I scrap that skeleton?
Going for some recreation, huh?
Oh yeah, you guys just said hit insert,
then.
right?
Let's build us some R&R.
Yeah, be careful not to scrap Jake.
From what I've read, this type of plot gives folks somewhere to go after the working day's done. You know, somewhere they can take a load off. Maybe read a book or exercise.
There we go.
Something.
I can tell you now, something like that would be a big morale boost.
Hey, Babylonia, how are you?
It's stressful living in the Commonwealth. Sometimes you need somewhere to blow off a little steam.
Alright, has any of you grown me? No. Where's the razor grain, guys? Ta-da! Alright, this time we'll wait for the objective to tell me it's time to build more. What's this? The Wrath of King Gath. By remember Arachnid, basic defenses. This is my oh wow. It's apparently my little dune buggy here. Oh, he didn't give me a spot for coffee, but he did remember my shotgun. How about a jet? Oh, here we go. We got like a. We can just pretend this is all full of jet. Keep me well stocked. Oh, there it goes. That's what we forgot to wait for before. It was doing the Rob code jingle at the other one, and I totally ran away from it. That is why I had jumped the gun.
I can't honestly remember the last time I sat down and had a rest.
Well, there you
I
go.
should be the first to use this. It's all looking good so far. Let's keep going.
Okay, go ahead and use it. I don't blame you. All right, let's put the shops up front here. Can I get this one? Oh, let's do surface nav back on. There we go. Okay, this looks terribly placed. Hold on, let me try something. Let's. Can I shift that? Why is that not working? Numlock? There we go.
Look at this place all higgledy-diggledy and held together with duct tape. Still, guess everything starts somewhere.
Thanks, old Paul. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Come on, drop to the ground. Drop to the ground. All this stuff, please.
Looking to do a little commerce, are we? All right then.
All right, we'll move it after. Let him build. Capitalism. Whoo.
So what's this you're building now?
Once it's done, this will be the commercial plot. And it's pretty much what it says on the can. It'll allow folks to set up their own businesses. Letting them sell wares to you, or anyone else who pays them a visit.
Oh, I'm sure the young lady who was kicking the ASAM would be happy to hear that.
Oh, playing at Hell's Gate, nice. I loved doing that project. I hope we get to do. I hope we do another one. I think we're gonna.
If you ask me,
we're gonna try to do something else like that this year.
Store.
It was a really cool project.
Scrap wood and corrugated steel store.
It was definitely the toughest part about that project, I think, was preventing ourselves from feature creeping. Because it's not something we're good at. I like to say yes to most things, so we just keep piling on more ideas. But on Hell's Gate, we were forced to maintain scope.
Announcing another amazing breakthrough, brought to you by Rocco. Rocco brand ASAM.
Bad timing, unlock system.
Can now allow your citizens the freedom to sell off excess assets without running afoul of Johnny Law. Robco's automated auditing software ensures correct sales tax is always applied and collected. Never again need you or your citizens fear a surprise visit from the taxman. Thanks to Robco brand ASAP sensors.
GW19, thank you for the subscribe. Alright. And now we can take this, lower it to the ground.
Nothing like a little commerce. All right. Everything seems to be going well so far. I'll admit, I was a tad worried this might not work. I mean, we are using the
Oh, we got cemetery.
vault hub to run these new plot types. How's everything look from your point of view? Nothing seems out of place or
Caravan services, very nice.
complete, does it?
Seems fine to me.
Ah, good to hear. What about you, old Paul? See anything that don't look right?
All looks good to me. But didn't you say you had 4 plots to show me? I'm only counting 3. Or are my cataracts playing up again?
No, you're right. We only put down 3 so far. But the last plot requires a little more explanation. So if you're ready, should we get on with it?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, last but not least, we have the municipal plot. Go ahead and put down an ASAM for that.
Babylonia, do you want me to tell you where the last one is? Because I bet I know which one you missed. Or do you enjoy the hunt? All right, I guess we'll put our municipal town hall in the center here. Well, I guess this one's going to end up being caravan services, so. Actually, no, it won't be, because it's his tutorial one. I think it's a power plant or something. Power plant or water. We'll just cover up another skeleton. That's fine. Nope, didn't quite cover it. I was expecting Jake to give a dad joke one-liner.
Okay then, last plot on the list.
The last one, when you're climbing the first staircase on your way into the facility, or like inside the facility, like you get to that bottom level and you start to see all the horror show, and you start climbing that big giant staircase that winds up. There's a vent along that path, somewhere along that stairway. That's usually what most people meet. You gotta climb. You gotta jump up and climb into the vent.
A municipal plot. You can think of it as a settlement's utility service. So it could be something like a power station or a water pump. Only more advanced than what you normally see in the wastes.
Oh, I get you. Or maybe a really big septic tank or something.
Big old septic tank. Good thinking.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, just gotta plug in this cable, and we're done.
Which one is this? I can't tell from the... Nothing spawned. That's water, okay. So I've said that caravan service completely replaces caravans, or do they just move things like building supplies to the other settlements? Yeah, it's basically a proxy for caravans. The vanilla caravan does not share the virtual resources, the things on the... So like when you go into workshop mode in SS2, and you get the little thing on the right-hand side of your screen there, that is only shared with caravan services. The base game caravan system will share food, water, and buildable scrap, and ours does those plus our virtual resources.
No more worrying over balancing the power grid, ensuring sufficient drainage of waste, or the delivery of safe, clean drinking water.
Don't
Yes,
much care for good
each of
neighbor.
life's essentials
That place is
available
nothing
for
but
all your
trouble.
citizens, courtesy of Robco. And remember, only Robco brand ASAM sensors can offer the versatility and stability your citizens crave. If it's not Robco, it's gotta go.
Somebody's getting hit by all the radiation over there. You can see him keep falling over.
All right, we're done. That's everything. But before we go wrapping things up, I gotta mention that these municipal plots seem a lot more versatile than the other types Robco released. Some of the building plans seemed like they could construct things for governance or even logistical facilities. Although we'll probably have to get the comm hub running right to make use of the real good stuff. But still, pretty nifty, huh?
Tell me more.
Just try and stop me. Now, one of the plots we just tested was the commercial. And commerce means caps. So it might be a good time to talk about taxes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Now, everyone loves caps. And who can blame them, right? And a settlement needs them just as much as anything else. Now, I know it may seem boring or even greedy, but taxes really are important. Our settlements are growing, and it's going to take caps to keep generators humming. Gasoline ain't exactly growing out the dirt. As always, you did great work. Thanks to you, the people of the Commonwealth can look forward to things being just that little bit better now.
Glad it turned out well.
You and me both.
Well, speaking on behalf of those living in the Commonwealth, I gotta say thank you. All these new types of ASAMs, it's a little overwhelming to think what we could do with them.
Glad you're happy, Paul. If you could tell others what you saw here, spread the word around, that'll be a big help.
You can count on old Paul. I'll get right on it.
So, tell me, Slick, how does it feel to have every plot type at your disposal? You're now free to build pretty much whatever you like. As long as it's not too far away.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Once the comm hub's actually running, we should be able to build the new plots anywhere. Say, now that we've got all these ASAMs placed, I wonder if we could get some real-time communication working. You know, two-way radio. I'm gonna head back to the hardware store. I want to look into this. Swing on by when you're free. I'll have something to show you.
Sure thing.
I'll catch you later, Slick.
There we go. New plots on the block. Seem to run well enough. You know, I always would love it to be a little snappier, but one of the reasons it doesn't, like the initial tutorial goes super fast because there's no other scripts running, but like by the time we get to here where we've built settlements everywhere and have city plans running, there's just a lot of code that is chewing through. So the oh, is that what you're talking about? The skeleton rattling? See, I like to think of that as haunting. The skeleton is now haunting this building. I think that's fair. All right, let's get ourselves a caravan services here. But anyway, as much as I would love to make this run as smooth as the first couple of quest tutorials, I know that it's the way to do that would be to like strip out lots and lots of features of SS2 so that it's not so code hungry, which we're not going to do. So we will let it be a little bit slow. All right, let's get caravan services over by the door. Just always makes sense to me. I don't know what this is snapping to, but it really wants to be outside apparently. What could this be snapping to? That's odd. It's like snapping to this fence. I wonder if we have snap points on one of the fence from Workshop Reconstruction, or what's it called? Wasteland Reconstruction Kit. Yeah, why not over here under the fence? That feels good to me. Tony 2013 FL can get us the F4C been taken care of yet? I haven't played since the update that ruined it. Which part? I mean, I know like we have not gotten an updated version of the power grid auto fix. No, I've been trying to get in touch with Reg2K, but he disappears for years at a time. Comes back usually like out of nowhere because he's into a new game. Like I remember when Control came out, he suddenly came back and was modding that, and I was able to get in touch with him for a little bit, but I haven't heard from him in a long time, and he is the only one with the source code for that fix. I mean, F4SC in general is running, but that's the only thing I'm aware of that's not working. And then somebody else created a fix for the next gen face texture bug. There's an update out there that fixes that. So most things are sorted, but I still find it best to just run old gen. I don't see any benefit to updating. Oh, this is the first time we've chosen a building plan. All right, let's go ahead and get caravan services. All right, so now if you're used to being able to do this, where you just hit caravan services or whatever you want and hit go, and then you've now seen recently it changed so that it actually then makes you select the building plan. If you don't want to select, you can also select random, and it should detect the two of these together and just pick one for you. Sure, keep that option. And yes, definitely pay and build. Okay, what's our situation here? We got food and defense covered. Water has not manned yet. Makes sense. We're going to need more people here. We've got beds. We could use more recreation. Which, yeah, let's go ahead and give these guys some rec plots. Let's see here. We'll get one right behind the old water place. You know me, I love my crooked cities. And we'll just kind of spread these all around. One over here. Oh wait, more wood. Give me that. There we go. And how about one over here? Alright, they desperately want power, but I'm not giving it to them because as soon as you give them power, then plots start upgrading, and then you start yourself into a spiral of having to constantly give them more resources, and I am not ready for that. We are still too early in our settlement life for that. I want to have like a big, giant, healthy surplus. Right now, 2,700 is not that. We got a ways to go still. All right, let's try the little snap trick. We'll go there, there, and then the big ones. There we go. We can preemptive get ourselves another residential plot. I also need to build some more resource storage, although I'm hoping that once we get municipal caravan services up in a couple of places that will alleviate the issue. But for now, I guess we'll start and build at least a few resource storage containers here. Can use these as part of our barricade. Let's see. Perfect. And now we're out of steel. Wait, wasn't there a car over here we can just yoink? There's two of them. Wait, can we scrap that one? Yes, we can. Alright, let's go ahead and get another one. Yeah, we'll just seal up this little hole. Oh wait, that's a double gate. We don't want to seal that up. Alright, how about we go... I guess we can just stack them. Oh wait, here we go. We'll put them next to each other. We'll plug in this little hole that's happening. There we go. A little bit of a buffer. Alright, let's make sure this one is on the caravan services building. Scav team dispatcher. That sounds like caravan services to me. And then we just need more people here. Which should take care of itself. Oh, yeah, somebody already starting to build a house up there. What is our population count here? 12 people. It says we have 12 beds already. Interesting that someone immediately went to build that house. I wonder if one of the Brahmin decided to move in. I love when they get kidnapped. That's freaking hilarious. You go to do one of the rescue quests and they're in a closet in a building. Okay, so I think that takes care of that. Let's see, what's next on our agenda? We got all sorts of map markers. Okay, so it looks like our guy is still hanging out at 10 Pines, so I think we're just gonna hoof it over there and try and catch him. Can cast a meanie because I left my skeletons there. I want to have a haunted settlement. 2,500 PRC. Is it possible to make a city plan director like the game's quest director? I don't know what that means. Can you go into more detail what you mean? Like, give me a clearer example. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, there's poor people climbing the screen when there's ground floor left. Because I love verticality in my settlements. I want to have some because it'll feel better. Like, it feels stupid right now, but it'll feel cool when the whole place is all full up of stuff. That it'll look like they had no choice, even though, you know, we'll all know that I forced it upon them. But when it's finally built, it'll be beautiful. You got a plan for your dystopian cities. Yeah, bottlenecking the people on power is like my favorite strategy for getting through resources in SS2. Because you want to have like a good infrastructure before you get too far in, because otherwise you start getting overwhelmed with like diseases and all the needs that come from building plans leveling up. One day I want to sit down and start running with mod with all the difficulty options. It's pretty intense. I started one and I did it. Made a mistake and did it while playing survival mode, and that was too much for me. I am not as much of a masochist as some people are. Yeah, it's pretty intense to pull it off with all the options. You have to have, you got to run a very tight ship, make heavy use of training, find high skilled settlers. Oh, apparently the city plan leveled up because a bunch of stuff just cleaned up. Hey there, buddy.
It's good to meet you. My name is Randy. My gun could be yours for a modest fee. The rate's 1,000 caps. Interested?
What are you offering exactly?
Like I said, I'll run security for your settlements. Interested?
1,000 caps? No way. 750.
Hey, like I said, the rate's 1,000 caps. I know it's a lot, but I'm solid. Take it or leave it. So, are you interested or not?
So I don't even know if I have 1,000.
You got yourself a deal.
Great. It's a deal. See you around, boss.
I apparently do. Well, head over to Starlight. We just opened up some new security offices over there. All right, what do we got on the cap side? What do we got left? Oh, we still got 1,500 left. Cool.
Hey, can I have a word with you? I just wanted to say that I respect what you're doing out here.
Why?
It's just good to see someone who cares about their people. It's what I liked about Good Neighbor before I left. Anyway, I was wondering, how do you feel about Murawski?
What did this Murawski do to you?
To me, nothing. I asked because I think you should know that I used to work for him, as muscle. That was years ago, though. I've been on my own a long time now. Still, I thought it'd be best if I put my cards on the table, you know? You deserve that much. So, is it gonna be a problem?
No. You are who you are. And nothing can change that.
I don't regret any of it, if that's what you mean. Even when I worked for that chem boss, I had my own code, and I stuck by it. My honor's intact, on all counts, and I made surprisingly few enemies. So good news. Nothing from my past is gonna come back to haunt me, or your settlements. That sounded ominous. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Well, anyway, good talk, Chief. Thanks for listening to me, and I'm glad we're good. I'll see you around.
Let's trade some things.
I didn't expect that little conversation. I forgot about that one. All right. So Randy is a series of... We have a wide gambit of settlers with various quests and stuff. Like, some of them are like that. Just recruit the person. Others are a little lengthy. Some of them have multiple stages to them. But it was... yeah, that was a really interesting project when we did that. Because it was basically, as soon as... It was one of my wish list features to have your settlements determine who would show up, and so we were able to just recruit a whole bunch of people to help with that project right after SS1 launched, and it took years to come to fruition. But the assignment that we gave everybody was basically write 10 settlers. Give us pitches for them. They could be anything. It can be just a super short recruitment quest. It can be a multi-chain quest. Just give us some pitches and just kind of let everybody do whatever they wanted. It was pretty entertaining.
Hey, need protection?
way to pause some scripts to allow the settlement to not slow down. I mean, so we kind of have that. We have a in-workshop framework. There's a thread control system you can have, so you can use that. So that is, actually, let me see if there's a, oh, I can show you in mod config because we have MCM installed. So what we came up with was a more universal system for that. But even if you slowed it down, there's always going to be some amount of traffic going on. So like when you want things to happen in real time, they still have to wait their turn, right? So like the stuff with Jake reacting, he still has to wait for a moment to open up in the script. So even if we slowed it down, it would probably just delay. It would slow him down even more. Where is that tool? Framework controls, maybe? Can't remember where we hid that. Advanced controls, probably. Yeah, here we go. Advanced controls, max threads. If you're having trouble with lots of stack dumps in your papyrus log, if you feel like the game's chugging a lot, you could reduce the max threads. Honestly, I don't think it's ever worth it. I think if you're reducing max threads, you're probably at a point where you've just got too much going on in your save file, or too many mods loaded, or your system's not powerful enough. But I put it in there just in case. I would say it's less for people who are finding the game slowing down, and more for folks who are finding the game crashing because too much is happening at once. So that's probably who I would limit that to. But that is a system we built to kind of handle that, to help cap the amount of script usage going on simultaneously. Okay, so we found our mysterious stranger. Cost us, so then he was expensive, man. $1,500 then, because we paid $500 to find him from the run, and then another $1,000 just to hire him. Better be worth it, buddy. I actually don't know what his stats are. I should use the Vitomatic. Totally forgot to. Oh, we got crabs in the house.
Maximum crabs!
Oh, you guys have, some of you have never met him. Interesting. Some of them, you may have just not noticed, because they also tend to, even if you don't hire the Ron to find folks for you, they will still release naturally over time as you build up settlements, and they will tend to go to the same places that visitors go to, so you could just miss them in the crowd of visitors. Well, Bloom, is there a framework for adding custom name settlers like there is for city and plot plans? Not really a framework for it. No, it's pretty simple to add them in. I think there are lots of tutorials on it, how to turn them into settlers and such. And I probably have on the wiki, we probably have a guide for injecting them as visitors. So yeah, I don't know how some of you guys haven't found him yet. He's one of the easiest ones to get. Like, he doesn't have, he's expensive obviously, but he doesn't have I don't think he has any quest requirements on him. I think it's just one of the first randoms that can show up. Wait, do we have our first? Hey, we do. We got the world repop starting to kick in.
Good to see you.
Oh, I think this is the person for the NLTC quest line, right? It's a lot of CK work, so I can't say easy. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of CK work to do new settlers. So yeah, I wouldn't call it easy either. But I did do a pretty big tutorial series on making quests and doing dialogue, because to do the basic settlers, like what we did with Randy there, where it's just hire him, and then he's got a couple of generic dialogue, like "good to see you," and then a couple of conversations. That's pretty easy. Like, I think somebody could do that. You could set it all up in the CK in an afternoon, and then it would just be getting the voice files recorded and cut and set up in the game. So I think you could do a simple settler like that in a couple of days. I mean, obviously, if you're learning from scratch, a little more difficult, but once you know the basics and have gone through all the tutorials and stuff, it wouldn't be too big a lift to make a small, simple settler. All right, let's do another save before we start this next quest here.
Hey.
Hey, good timing. I was just about to try establishing a radio connection with an ASAM.
Anything I can do to help out?
Oh, sure. An extra set of hands will be useful. You remember when we patched in the receiver module? Right? Well, I'm about to try something similar using the comm hub's transmitter and a frequency amplifier.
Oh, we're coming up. This is where there's smoke. We got some things to fix with this.
Communication between the hub and
We need to pause and install see-through scopes because you guys have said that that's still broken.
Sounds good.
All right. I've patched in the parts we need, but I think we're going to need more power for this. So I'm going to head down to Plutonium Well, boost its output a little. Whilst I'm doing that, it'd be really helpful if you could try tuning in the hub for me.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Just sit yourself down at the vault hub. Keep turning the frequency knob until you get a clear signal. Then just sit back and wait for my return. Okay, won't be long.
Yeah, he does this thing where he climbs up on the roof. This is like base game AI pathing. Like, we did not tell him to do this. They just make a path that goes up on the roof and jumps off the top to get down to the plutonium well. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I know there are a couple of things with this quest we want to deal with. One is a see-through scopes issue. So hold on, I'm going to make a save MQ11 cleanup. So one is a see-through scopes issue when we get to the Aiden scene. Another one is that this little mini game here was supposed to be way more interesting, and we just started getting to a point where we kept running into limitations UI-wise to do what we wanted to do, and then we didn't have time to pivot because I don't remember if we had announced our date for this one. Either way, whatever the case, we were at a point where we were just like, we had to, for lack of a better phrase, shit or get off the pot. So we just made something up for this, and it ended up being kind of a lame little mini game where you just kind of hit up a bunch of times, right? It's not particularly interesting. So I think the plan was, and we will need to get a sound person involved to do this, so I can't just do this myself, is to make it so that when you're tuning, it doesn't just keep playing the same sounds, but to have it actually do, like, slowly tune in so you know you're headed in the right direction. Instead, it just keeps playing the same sound. And then it was supposed to eventually get to a point where you hit a direction too many times that it will either shut off or make a terrible sound so you'll go away from it. So, yeah, I think it's down 3 times or something is what does it. So, not particularly interesting. And it's not, there's no clue, right? Because if someone didn't tell you to do this, you might think, like, nothing works, right? The options are grayed out, so it's broken. So, we need to have, like, variations on this sound so it sounds like you're making progress. But again, not something I can solve right this minute. I just put it back on my note list to ask one of the people I know who does sound if they could give us a few variations of this. There we go. I'm running this on my list. MQ11 tuning sounds.
What?
Command,
who are you?
This is Golf. What the? Who is this? How'd you get on this frequency? You're disrupting gunner communications. Do you know what kind of trouble that can get you in? You better tell me how you're doing this, and fast.
Enough questions.
I got more where that came from, and you better start answering them. Civilian gear ain't able to broadcast on this frequency. What kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
I gotta go.
Given the strength of your signal, you can't be far. Once we're done with our op, shouldn't take too long to find you. Don't go anywhere.
Bring it on.
Hear Jake walking over.
Slick! I got back as fast as I could.
What's the matter?
That radio call you just had, that's what's the matter. I overheard the whole thing on my Pip-Boy. The hub's broadcast frequency. It must be similar to the one the gunners use. Or at least close enough to cause disruptions. This is not good. We really don't want the gunners' attention on us. And we definitely don't want them sniffing around the comm hub. This is not good.
Who are the gunners?
The gunners are a mercenary group. Guns for hire. Never thought about it before, but I guess that explains their name. Anyway, they ain't exactly the nicest bunch of people you'd run across. If they could find a reason to mess with you, they'll do it. By broadcasting on their comm frequency, we've probably piqued their curiosity. They'll want to know what kind of tech we're using. They may even try and take it. I don't think we can afford to let the gunners come here.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Maybe I could talk to them. Convince them to leave us alone. Hold on. I think I could find where they're radioing from. All right. Looks like they were somewhere northeast of Olivia. Well, guess I should go check it out. Try to find these gunners and see if I could reason with them. Although, kinda nervous. I'm used to dealing with raiders and your typical wasteland critters. But gunners, they're different. They're organized.
Good luck. I hope it all works out.
Hey, if it's not too much to ask, could you come with me? I could really do with someone I trust watching my back.
I get you. You have to say, or you could say, I won't help here, which is, I kind of want to do it because I feel like we're going to hear some sadness come out of poor Jake. And we're always so nice to him. We don't get to see the mean options very often.
Why not hire some guards?
Hire mercs to help deal with the mercs? Under different circumstances that could work. But right now, I don't think I have enough time.
What would I need to do?
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you got a presence about you. Kind of like a strong authoritative figure. Makes people think twice before messing with you. Having you close by might be enough to convince the gunners to talk, instead of just attacking on sight.
I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, I understand. You're
Poor
a busy
Jake.
person. Okay, well, off I go. If you don't hear back from me, well, maybe come find me. You know, if you got the time.
I don't think we're gonna get any romance options on this playthrough. Off you go, Jake. Go take care of the gunners. No, we need to do that because we want to hit. If we want to make sure we hit the bug seems to be more likely with the see-through scopes when you do this option. So we're gonna go ahead and go save MQ11 pre-Aiden. And now we gotta close. We gotta close out, and we need to install see-through scopes. And then I'm probably gonna have to find a way. Well, I think my rifle has a scope on it, right? I just haven't been using it very much, so that should be good. The one I've got. All right, let me find. Hold on, where's my Nexus install here? Nexus mods. Oh, I'm not logged in. How did that happen? All right, I'm gonna have to get up my. Just a moment. Got to get two-factor up. Got to keep that Nexus account secure. Did I tell you guys how awesome Nexus is? They sent me an email one day and said like, hey, we're gonna just give, because you've been such an outstanding member of the community and you, so many people use the things you've created and the tutorials you've made and stuff, we're gonna start giving you just a bunch of points every month, just on top of whatever you get for downloads, which is really cool. All right, see-through scopes. I haven't used this mod in a long time. Does it require anything? Let's see. Manual download. It's so funny that it's mentioning Nexus Mod Manager on its page because it came out so long ago. Phil, is that you requesting crabs? Is that what that is? Hands up, crab?
Maximum crabs!
Okay, I'm assuming I don't need anything else with the mod. I don't see anything obvious. Like, I don't see any... I hate the thing they do on the... oh, yeah, there it is. This mod is not... The requirements thing, the little subsection drop-down the Nexus has, I wish they would separate that into requirements to use this mod and mods that require this instead of both of them under requirements. It's always confusing. All right, downloads. Where's see-through scopes at? See-through scopes. Oh, my God, this is a mess. All right, we just want... All right, I guess this is not a good one to install manually, is it? Holy cow. All right, we're just going to go... Is it Game of the Year ESP? I don't even know. I'm just going to grab the main one. 3D scopes. I guess I want the replacer. Ugh. I hate all this. This is like... whoever made this, clearly an old school modder, because that's when I find people who do this, like, give all these crazy amounts of options for folks. And then those of us who are just like, I just want it simple, and then I don't even know what to choose. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I am just trying to figure out which version of these to use because I have no idea. Pick whether you want the add or replace version of the mod, which tells you if you have any wants to install add-ons and only install and patch weapons you actually have. Okay, see the article section for manual installation. Manual install. Wait. 2.0 and up. Okay. Vanilla scopes. Farber ESP, Nuclear ESP, GOTY ESP. Okay, I should take the GOTY ESP then. Whew, there's a lot. All right. We're just going to go to the Game of the Year ESP. We'll grab the replacer, I guess. Don't even know what I want here. Okay. And let's see. Then I got to figure out what... I want the pre-packed. I guess I could just grab... Okay, I'm going to have to rename this file then to not be replacer. Just be 3D scopes.esp. Now I'm trying to figure out, do I need the 3D scopes and the replacer file, or just the replacer file? Because I'm not seeing anything in here that says I have to rename the replacer, but you would have to, otherwise the BA2s won't loaded. Oh, it's saying rename them to... Okay, it's suggesting you rename the BA2s instead. Ah, well, what I did will work fine. Okay, we should be good. He gave me so much information, he made me doubt myself. All right, let's go to plugins and add this to the list. And let's see what happens here. Oh no! Oh. I'm gonna get copyright striked for that. Just those two little piano notes. All right, here we go. Back to the load screen where it's safe. All right, hopefully hopefully this bug is resolved. So what's supposed to happen is if you have see-through scopes installed, it's supposed to switch you to a 10mm pistol. And then I think the one catch is if the 10mm pistol in your inventory happens to have a scope on it, then, oh, yeah, that's fine. Then it will still be a problem. But it was like, that's such a small percentage of people that... But yeah, so our 10mm does not have a see-through scope, so we should be good. So we want to approach wearing this. Alright, so we'll go to 10 Pines and walk north from there. One of the things that often comes up, I think, with that I forget about when we get reports of stuff being broken. Oh God, Carvac, you got to put a floor mat somewhere. Let us out of here. We're trapped. Well, we made some progress there. I'm in a slightly different spot now. Oh, there we go. We broke free. Broke free. Alright, let's go ahead and build ourselves a mat so that doesn't happen again. Where is that mat? Is it under... I think it's under here. You guys remember where the fast travel mat is? Under resources, maybe? Yep, here it is. Okay. Oh, we gotta up our build limit, though. Oh, we gotta build up it more. Let's assume a couple more times. This is Carvac's build we're talking about here. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice fast travel mat. Where it's safer. Okay. So anything, what I was saying before, one of the things that I forget about when people report stuff that I have to take into account is since Wabbajack and collections came about, that there are always going to be some number of people who are using older versions of the mod. Like I know there's been several times where like Story Wealth Collection has messaged me and said like, hey, we're going to hold back on a version for a bit because of problem X or because of compatibility Y issue. Oh, there goes Jake. He's the one killing the super mutants. What we got here ahead of him? This is just cruel of us. We're as bad as Aiden here. Sneaking around watching him. Oh, I could have done the camera. It's been a perfect time to get that camera quest out of the way. Wait, do I have it? Hold on. This will be fun. I'm going to play spy here. Got him. Okay, now we need to do... Alright, we'll let him run over there. Alright, save... Come on, see through scopes test. It'd be weird if this one came back to bite us. It's been this bug I marked fixed long ago. Oh, there he goes. Still going into position. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Who's this? More gunner operatives?
For the last time, I'm not a gunner. I just wanted to find and talk with him. Oh, Slick, thank God you arrived. I could really use a little help here. This fella seems to think we're with the gunners. Don't suppose you could convince him otherwise?
Okay, see? Switch me to a 10 mil. And we're good, right? So I wonder if the person who last reported it had a 10 mil with a scope on it. This quest does bug out for me most of the time. Interesting. Are you using much of a load order? Wonder if we've got a conflict to take care of.
We're not here to hurt you. But if you make this difficult, you're going to regret it.
Mine goes down when his goes down.
Okay, that's fair. See? Putting it away.
All right. Assuming you're not gunners, why were you looking for them?
We were hoping to discuss something with them.
Huh. Well, I doubt you'll get much of a response.
That's what I was trying to replicate, Yagi. Somebody came on a couple episodes ago and said they had a problem with see-through scopes, so I told them about the fact that we have it detect it and then switch you to a 10 mil. So I was just showing that, and that's what happened. And then Raven says it bugs out every time, so I don't know. I haven't been able to replicate it. It seems to be in good shape, but if that's true, Phil, Raven, are you rocking 438 mods? Because if so, I'm not taking the fall for this one. This is on you.
What happened here?
Yeah, I'd like to know that myself. If you don't mind us asking, what went down here? And who are you?
Gunner expansion. They tried to seize this place. Locals resisted. Maybe even fought back. You can see the results for yourself. By the time I arrived, it was too late to help anyone. So I found a concealed position on the overpass and administered a little wasteland retribution.
Sounds like you did the right thing.
I did the just thing. Don't know how right it was.
You still haven't told us who you are, or what you're doing here.
I'm Aiden, and without sounding too melodramatic, I hunt down gunners. Been on this squad's trail for a week. This is the 4th settlement they've hit.
Why? What's this all about?
Gunners have been unusually active lately, laying claim to territory all over the Commonwealth. This settlement was just the latest conquest. Saying that, this place used to just be a solitary hut. I've no idea how they built up so damn fast. Sudden growth must have been what made them a target.
Sudden growth? Oh no. Don't tell me the gunners attacked this place because I gave them ASAMs.
What? The hell you talking about?
They're these little sensor things. Help people build stuff. I've been providing them the settlements for months now.
Huh. Then this attack was your fault.
Hey! Now you just wait a minute. You better watch what you say, mister.
That's a bold statement.
Whether it was intentional or not, you made them a target.
You can't blame me for what the gunners did. Folks deserve the opportunity to make a better life for themselves. And I don't appreciate some jumped-up vigilante accusing me of... Whoa, wait. You don't need to...
Reinforcements. Hope you can fight.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, I think it's played out good. I'm not seeing anything we need to fix up here. I will say that is very nice to not have to go to the black for a second. Like, makes it very easy to keep track of where you are. Oh, wasn't reloaded.
We've got hostiles.
That's the last of them.
No, it's definitely not the last of them.
worries.
Ah! Whoops! Really got to stop carrying landmines around as my main equipped. And that's the end of that. Hold him down, doggo. Oh god. Why are you such a sponge? You're just a private. There we go. Dog meat! Amazing what a difference it is doing that fight at level 20 than trying to do it at like level 7 or whatever, so that you can sometimes get it if you're just playing SS2 only. I've taken many deaths on that fight in past playthroughs. But with Jake's OP rifle, or both of them, they both have OP guns, because of this silly bug with, well, it's not really a bug, it's a weird design that NPCs grab the weapon with the highest DPS, and so we're just like, alright, well, we gotta keep it slightly higher DPS than most vanilla weapons so that they will keep their story weapon for as long as possible. Somehow, as far as I can tell, I mean, maybe there's a feature and I've just not found it yet, but as far as I can tell, there's no feature to say, hey, this NPC is only allowed to use this weapon. Which you'd think that they would want that, but maybe they just prefer the dynamic nature of it all. But can you imagine like Preston without his laser musket? It'd just be weird if he's running around with like submachine gun or something. Just wouldn't feel like Preston anymore. Okay, I think we looted them all. I actually felt like I didn't loot hardly anybody, but I guess because nobody had shotgun shells, and I'm sad about that.
Excuse me.
Glad that's over.
You handled yourselves well.
Yeah, well, felt the need to blow off a little steam after someone accused me of causing what happened here.
Not gonna let that go, are you? Say what you like about them, but the gunners run a tight operation. Sooner or later they'll figure out what happened here. Chances are you and your partner will be flagged as persons of interest.
Oh, great. That's precisely the kind of thing we came here to avoid.
You can expect more gunner attention from now on, so watch your backs, and they'll give you even more trouble than they give me.
Can you tell me about your trouble with the gunners?
Where would I even begin? We have history. That's all you need to know.
Is there a way I can communicate with them?
You could try, but I wouldn't advise it. At this point, you put too many of them down. They're not going to be interested in hearing your side of the story. Best thing would be to just lay low.
So what are you going to do now?
I'm leaving, and so should you. There's no guarantee more reinforcements aren't en route.
Yeah, well, nice meeting you.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, and cut the charity with those sensors. They're just chum in the water.
Hey there.
You think he's really gone?
No, he's right there.
What's got you so riled up?
You heard what that guy said? That this was all my fault? You don't think he was right, do you? That giving these people ASAMs made them a target? That I'm responsible for bringing the gunners here?
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Thanks. I could always count on you to lift my spirits. I'm just glad that Aiden fella's gone. There's something about that guy that rubbed me the wrong way. Maybe it was the gun that he pointed at my head. And I'm not sure I trust his version of events regarding what went down here.
Why don't you believe his story?
I'm not sure. Just something about it didn't sit right.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, I know this may seem odd, but I think I want to stay here for a while. We may have stopped these gunners coming to Concord, but in doing so, we might have dug ourselves into an even deeper pit. I need to think things over. Maybe come up with a new plan of action for us. Or at the very least, reevaluate how we're doing things now.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
I won't be here long. Come find me at the hardware store later. And stay safe out there, all right? If anything happened to you, well, just stay safe.
All right, so then we discover. So we added a map marker to the Powell's farm, which I know there was much rejoicing about that, and we have confirmed that see-through scopes does not, in fact, break this quest. So that's good. So we're in good shape here. Yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. All right, hold on. Let's we should probably talk to Jake again.
I'm gonna stay here a while. I'll see you back at the hardware store later.
Hey, I got a message for you.
Oh, it's Shandy.
What is it?
Perfect timing.
Mr. Jared. He's from the CPD.
This is actually a perfect time for him to show up. Like, now we need to give Jake some space.
You know, justice. Mr. Jared says that Mr. Kaler thinks you're good at fucking up bad guys, too. So, that's why I gotta give you the message.
Who are you, anyway?
Me? I'm Shandy. Mom named me Andy, but because I don't shut up, everyone's telling me shh. So, now it's just Shandy.
Who are these people?
We're the police. We got uniforms and everything. The Commonwealth Police Department, see? CP&D. The Fossetti's are in charge. Mr. Jared gets stuff and I do jobs for him. They can explain better. Nobody tells me nothing anyways. They get me to deliver shit when they're up to fun. Like they did with this one.
Okay, I'm listening.
Mr. Jared says that you had problems with the gunners too. Said you might like to know where there are some that deserve a good ass kicking. Told me to tell you that we're gonna go to town on some gunners. He's hoping you come see. Or maybe even help.
Who are the gunners?
These ones are called the Hellhounds. Bastards that ended people and stole shit. We've been looking for them to serve them justice.
More than happy to stick it to the gunners.
Ah, you'd like the CPD then. Mr. Jared said that you should come down to the headquarters. It's the South Boston PD near Andrews Station and the Gwinnett Brewery. You know, when nice people get the message delivered, they tend to, I don't know, give the messenger some caps or soda or something.
You want a soda? Is that it?
You know, one of those plain Nuka-Colas would really sort this thirst out of mine. Or with a few caps, I could get one myself.
Here you go.
Yes! Thanks a bunch. That's wicked cool. Later.
That was such a great time for this quest to start, because now it's like, all right, we need something to do. We just learned about the gunners hate us. Let's go. It felt like it was meant to be. Beautiful. I know we have something else to work on to try and. Oh man, this one though, guys, I don't think I'm ready for this one. Fixing up the CPD quest line. Ooh, that is a project. You know what? Because we're about to end for the night. Let me show you guys why I'm terrified of the CPD and why there are constant bug reports on various things. So hold on just a second. First, we're going to make our end of session save. So save CLP end of session. Wait, no, I do the day first. Day 9, end of session. Okay, I'll leave that running because I want to go mess with that after I end the stream. All right, so we're gonna come to the dev machine. I'm gonna show you guys. Wait, I'm not on the dev machine. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Shandy. I think that so it started out. It's funny that character started out, and the writer is from the UK, and the kid sounded like a stereotypical like old-timey British street urchin, and like something out of a Dickens tale, and it was really funny. But then we realized it was like that doesn't make any sense. It's going to feel too cartoony. So we found out that one of the guys that we worked with, who's released add-on packs, grew up in the Boston area. So we're like, make it sound like somebody from your childhood. And that's what he did, and it came out awesome. And then again, the voice actor being the same voice actor who did Judge Bishop blows my mind. Like, that's crazy. And yeah, voice actors are stupid talented. Okay, so I want to go into the CPD questline. I was like staring at CK. I got distracted trying to remember what I was going to do. Okay, so we're going to show you guys one of the quests. I'm going to show you why I'm afraid of it. So this is just like, so there's a lot of quests for the CPD. It's a very, very deep faction in what we've got going on here. I don't know if we may have cleaned up some of this already, but I want to check. I want to check a few random lines here. Okay, so this one looks like it's been cleaned up already. So someone started this project at some point. Let's see if this one has it too. Okay, so this quest is looking pretty good. Let's see here, because I had taken a crack at it at some point of like, maybe I could start dismantling this. This one is okay. All right, so it looks like quests, we may have already taken care of that one. Let's try Act 2. I think this might be where it starts. So every single one of these entries has conditioning on it, and not all of it is correct. And generally, the reason that they have these scenes is that you wouldn't condition them, so that you know that if the player enters the scene, yeah, I think this is it. So the rest of the quests after Act 1, every single dialogue line is conditioned. And so let's say we need to change a stage or fix the conditioning. I can't just do it on the scene. Usually you would do it at the scene entry point. You would just change the condition here, and then that would fix the whole scene. But instead, we have to go through every single dialogue line and dismantle all of these conditions. And that alone will take somebody probably 12 hours to do. So it's one of those things, before we can even start fixing CPD, we have to first do that. And by doing that, we will break the CPD even worse, and then we got to go back and repair it. So this is why CPD still has bugs. You can get through it all as long as you do things in the correct order, but there are a few sequences where if you do things out of order, you can just brick the quest line. And again, the reason we haven't fixed it is because it just requires like somebody needs to like make it their full-time job for a couple of weeks to fix the quest line without getting distracted, and that's obviously a tough pill to swallow at this point. Like, we all have jobs and stuff to do, so hard to commit that. Though at the time when we were developing Chapter 2, that was in the middle of COVID, so a lot of folks' jobs on the team was to work on SS2, so it was a little more realistic for us to do crazy amounts of content in a relatively short period of time. Not these days. So all right, guys, thank you for joining me. I will let me think what's going on Sunday. I should be back Sunday night with continuing our Skyrim playthrough, and we're on the cusp. I'm about to actually finish up or move forward on the Bard's quest line, because I've been just farming shouts forever, and I think I finally got to a point where I'm starting to hit the end of the shout walls I can get without doing main story. So we're about to continue the Bard's College quest line. So thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you on Sunday night.